Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host, TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. If you would like to be showcased in a future episode, all you need to do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. We got an awesome showcase lined up for you. It's Advent season. We are about, 1 week from Christmas. That is insane. This is the final showcase of 2022. Season 4 is coming to a close. Next weekend, there will be on the 24th, a special episode will be going live. So this is not the last episode of season 4. That will be next week, but this is the last full showcase of the season. So I hope you are excited. I've obviously got my Christmas gear on and ready to go, but are you ready to go? Have you finished all of your Christmas shopping? I'm guessing you haven't. Do you want to know why I have a pretty good feeling I'm right? Because I haven't finished mine. So you probably are going to have your best bet going to physical stores in person at this point, because shipping has been so unreliable lately. But if you really feel like you've got to do some online shopping, it's probably going to be Amazon, is my guess. Maybe that's a fair bet. So instead of just going to Amazon.com, go to my Amazon affiliate store at Amazon.com/shop/TechChucker. Follow my store and then go check out some of the different lists that I've created. If you're an action figure collector, I've got a lot of stuff on here that you might be interested in. If you are a diorama creator, which is the majority of you, maybe there's some supplies here that might be of interest to a friend, or maybe it's of interest to you, and maybe you're buying yourself a nice little Christmas gift. Nobody's judging. I'm not judging. I judge a little bit, but I'm doing the same thing. So by all means, shop the lists that I've got. And if you don't like any of that stuff, nothing's floating your boat, on my shop, go check out the search and just search for whatever you're looking for. I will then get a very, very small commission. Nothing that you purchase is going to cost you anything more. If you go to Amazon.com, the prices are going to be the same as if you go to Amazon.com/shop/TechChucker. No extra cost to you. It just happens to be that you're going to take a little bit of the profit, shift it from Amazon to me, and then I'm going to take whatever couple of pennies that I get, and I'm going to put it into the next challenge that I'm going to be posting up in 2023. So that means that season 5 is happening, and it's going to happen. It's going to start in January. Now that the challenge might not go live in January. I have to figure out, because I got to figure out if I can build it to make sure that it's a realistic challenge, all of that stuff. But that is where whatever profits I get typically is going to go to. It goes back into the channel, be it for new gear. I don't need any new gear, or for some sort of prize for a challenge like that. So go to Amazon.com/shop/TechChucker, do your shopping. Hurry up, because you might not get the stuff by Christmas. That's just the way that this shipping's going. But I don't want to take up any more of your time. Let's get into the final showcase of season 4, This Week in Dioramas. Also make sure that you're following the hashtag This Week in Dioramas on Instagram. Okay, now we'll get into the showcase. All right, here we go. We are getting started with this final showcase of 2022. Season 4 is wrapping up. Don't forget next week's special episode. We've got a ton of dioramas to go through today, so I'm not going to waste any more time. First up is Miniature It. So Tamar Cohen Miniatures. And let's see, weathered brick wall diorama in progress. I used adhesive cork and plaster to create the wall. Check out my Patreon for step-by-step and video tutorials. I just want to say, this looks so realistic. I get that it's a work in progress, but it looks so good already. The door looks amazing. I love these timbers. They just look so nice and weathered and real. It's just amazing, the realism of this piece. The brick showing through looks awesome. I love the little bits of mortar that you can see. It just absolutely looks so perfect. And here's some work in progress. This is just really good looking. Ah, wow. So amazing. So awesome job. Can't wait to see what it looks like finished. Next, coming from Oak Hill Studios. I've shown the back, now it's time to show the front. This is really cool. So I believe this is, yeah, it's a Christmas ornament, so that's well themed. Let's see, ornament hybrid Knight of the Krampus. In German folklore, Krampus is the opposite of Santa and visits misbehaving children at Christmas and takes them to a place you certainly don't want to go to. That is really creepy. I've heard of Krampus. This is super cool though. That is just the detail within here. I love these like tree, I think they're supposed to be trees. It looks so cool. It's got a creepy feel to it for sure. It's a fairly big ornament, but small for a diorama still. God, this just looks cool. The colors are just amazing. It has that magical feel to it. Wow, this is really incredible. Dang, you've really nailed it. And look at that rusting. That looks so realistic. Dang, you really nailed this. This is awesome. So great job. Next, coming from Jeremy Paints, Dewback and Sand Trooper Commission. Built and painted resin in 1/12 scale. Only my second time working this large. New local friend as me doing a series of Star Wars related diorama projects, etc, etc, etc. So let's see, before weathering the Big Lizard, the last couple of paint layers were in oils for a more realistic skin. After all, oils were invented to make the illusion of flesh in the first place. This is incredible looking. I love the way that this turned out. The green just looks so good, and there's so many different tones of green. I get that this isn't necessarily a diorama, but there is a base. And you know what? Custom figures, or vehicles, if you will, are always fair game in This Week in Dioramas. This just looks so good. I love the weathering on the Stormtrooper as well. This just looks so good. I love it. God, I love this. This is so cool. So great job on this piece. The paint apps are just absolutely excellent. Next, coming from, let's see, Paniolo. Mr. F is what he's calling himself. So I thought this one was really interesting when I saw it. Painted up this Kids Mountain playset thing so I could have more props for photography. See, that's something that's very cool. So you may not want to spend the time sculpting up a piece, or maybe you just don't think that you got the skill, or you just happen across something cool that you see would look excellent with a new coat of paint. And this thing looks really cool. It's got some great shapes to it. It's got a lot of really nice character, a great way to be able to just display your figures if need be, but also as a backdrop for pictures. The paint apps look really cool. It's very unique looking, has kind of a cartoon feel almost to it, which is awesome. Just looks really cool. It turned out very nicely, and look at that. That is the base of it. It looks good. It's got good structure, so really nicely done. Great eye to find something that you could just repurpose and use. That's awesome. Next, coming from Haddonfield. So John, this is the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation house diorama, hand built. And this thing is really cool. I love it. I love the ladder that you've got here. This is just a great display that you can bring out every Christmas to have for the family to see, especially when if you're gonna watch the movie, which you darn well better. I still need to watch it before Christmas. This just looks so fun. I love it. The way that it turned out is very, very spot on. Yeah, I just can't say anything more. This is really nice looking. We got the RV here for Eddie. This is so cool. And look at, you got the pop bottle here to show what kind of scale this is. It's pretty small. Dang, that is awesome. So great job. Next, coming from Panda Design. This is, let's see, Damaged Rooftop Diorama. This is a really nice looking piece. While it's fairly small, is kind of where I'm gonna go with this. There's a lot of great details in here. I love seeing these little bricks that are broken off, but they're still just sitting on there as though maybe somebody broke it off and they're like, well, what do? I just set it back on top. You got a couple that are stacked here. It just really gives us that feel of realism, and I am really digging on it. The brickwork throughout looks awesome. I love the fact that we've got this kind of concrete sheath that is breaking off to show the bricks underneath. We don't see all the bricks. We've got a little bit of each, which looks awesome. This little cap piece also looks awesome. The paint apps look very nice. We got a little bit of weathering right there, which looks really nice. It's subtle, but it definitely does the job. And then this window with that little pinkish light behind it really gives us that nice look and feel. This thing is just gonna look so awesome as a display piece, or you could use it for pictures very easily. Throw a couple action figures on here, maybe Punisher, Daredevil, anybody really would work with this. So great job on this piece. Next, coming from APB Customs, so Adrian Brady, update on TMNT sewer base dio. Still a lot to go, but getting there. I figured since this is the final showcase of 2022, I didn't want to miss out on showcasing this. We got a little bit of paint that still needs to go on some of these pipes, but I can see what you're doing and I'm really liking it. This has a lot of character to it. It looks awesome. The brickwork is just perfect looking. Lots of nice weathering already. You can see we've got some concrete here that's melding in with the brick. Really nice touch, gives you a lot more character on those walls instead of just having straight up brick, which sometimes the brick is just fine. We got some nice girders up here. Also, just there's a lot of really good character throughout here. We got a pipe that's probably gonna get some paint at some point soon. Got this nice little on-off valve, which looks, that's gonna look amazing with some paint. So I'm really excited to see what this is gonna turn out to be for the completed piece. I'm wondering next if you're gonna put in some resin right here. It's totally cool looking if you just leave it empty too, because I mean, just look at the weathering that you've got in there. That looks awesome. So this just looks so good. I'm excited to see what this is going to turn out to be when it's completed. So please, by all means, use the hashtag This Week in Dioramas when it is completed. Christmas is right around the corner, and that means that everybody needs to be getting gifts. You need to get gifts for your friends and family, and your friends and family need to get gifts for you. Why not consider some This Week in Dioramas merchandise? Go to my website and check out all the gear that we've got for This Week in Dioramas. Get yourself a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or maybe an awesome mug or tumbler or whatever. Go peruse the selection and see what you like and put it on your wish list. Or maybe it's on the wish list of one of your friends and family. I have no idea how quickly they're gonna ship, but it will ship at some point. So get out there, get your order in as soon as possible. I've lowered the prices down as much as I possibly can, so that way then you and your friends and family can take advantage of This Week in Dioramas gear. So with that, from my family to yours, have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This next one coming from Samuel L. I'm not sure how this is. Psycho Loan. Not sure. This one really grabbed my attention though. At first it looked fairly simple. I really like kind of this like wainscot sort of wall that you've got here with the wallpaper. But then if you look, this little opening goes into what is basically just like a little hidden room, and I think this is a Coraline. Yeah, so Coraline, this is super cool. I love that little effect. I don't know if this is some sort of foam or like that cotton sort of stuff that you can use for stuffing like bears and stuff, but this light really makes it look the part. It really looks awesome. I'm really digging on that effect that you did with this. It just looks so incredible. You did a great job with it. I love the way that this whole thing turned out. It just looks awesome. So great job. Love the creativity. Yeah, couldn't be happier with this one. Next, coming from Diorama Boy, 1/12 scale diorama available, 14.5 inches wide, 17 inches deep, 10 inches high, includes everything, and it is magnetized. His work is always so cool, and the paint apps are always just so tight. It just, everything looks awesome. I love the lighting that you've got here, but just look at the paint. It looks like real concrete. I don't know how you do it every single time. You put out so many pieces. The graffiti looks awesome. The accessories, all of this rubble looks amazing in here. So, I mean, this is a great looking piece for anybody that's looking to do action figure photography. I mean, this is just going to be a perfect piece to be able to get going with that. So hit him up if this is something you're interested in. He does a lot of work. So yeah, if this one's not available, I'm sure at some point you'll be able to get something from him. Next, coming from MT Dio Art, this piece is amazing. So it is Masters of the Universe. So I'm not actually super familiar with everything Masters of the Universe. I watched it growing up. I didn't get to watch much cartoons when I was growing up, but I did watch a little bit of He-Man. I don't remember this at all, but this is amazing looking. So I think I asked, is this all hand sculpted? Yeah, I did. And he said it is. So how amazing is that? This is hand sculpted. It's amazing looking. I love it. I love the paint apps already on it. It looks so good. I love these little tooth-like fangs that are coming up around the stairs. It just looks so incredible. It's still a work in progress, but because this is the final showcase of 2022, I wanted to make sure that I included this. I hope that we will get to see the final product. So if you want to see it as well, make sure that you are following him on Instagram. He does some amazing work. Lots of Masters of the Universe and Mythic Legions. I believe he does some stuff with that too. So check him out. That's a good reminder to make sure that you're following the hashtag This Week in Dioramas on Instagram, and also follow all of the folks that you enjoy their work. You know, you don't need to go follow everybody. Just, you know, if you don't like someone's work, that's fine. Move along. But make sure that you're leaving likes and also following them on Instagram. Next, coming from Mega Custom Dios, Custom Run DMC, what is that? DNK, I don't know what that is. Hip Hop Diorama. Check out the YouTube link for more. So here's the link if you want to go check it out. I believe I saw a video on Instagram. I think he gave this away to someone. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure I saw that someone won this at a concert or something like that. I don't remember, but this thing looks really cool. I like the props. I love the graffiti that you've got on here. It looks so cool, and the signage, all of it just looks awesome. It's a very, very nice looking piece. Let's cycle through. We got some more pictures. That looks awesome. It's just got that great feel for a display piece. It's gonna look awesome on a shelf, and whoever it was that does get this has got to be super happy with it. So awesome job on this piece. Next, coming from Nimai Customs. It's been a little while since we've seen you. Oh, yeah, look, took a long break, but I'm back. Thanks to all my friends and followers for the love. Let's get it. Time to make up. This is a really cool looking piece. So we got a light. It's a really big light. I like it. And this kind of has a space vibe, almost a steampunk vibe to it. And it looks really cool. Actually, let's go back. I really like this blue accent that you've got. It's kind of a nice little theme, and even better, you've got the orange to go with it. So those of you that aren't really familiar, teal and orange, they're complementary colors. I believe green and red are complementary colors. So whenever you're trying to come up with a color palette, look for colors that complement each other. And teal and orange, or I guess orange and blue, you could say, really work well together, and this just looks great. I love the base with the kind of caution painting that you've got on there. Just looks really cool. I love the you've got the Cat 5 wire here. Pretty sure that's Cat 5. It looks like Twisted Pair, and all of these little extra doodads that are giving it that little bit of extra character and detail. Looks awesome. Love the little tennis shoes up there. That is so cool. This is a great looking piece, so awesome job, and welcome back. Next, coming from Tristan Tiamson. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, so if I said it wrong, I apologize. Let's see, Meg Capit, I don't know what that's saying. So we've got this building. I'm not sure if this is like a Western or medieval type of building, but what I do know is this thing looks awesome. I love the construction of this. The siding, the boards look so incredible. And I love the paint apps on here. Just look at the weathering. There's so much nuance to the paint. I don't know if this is dry brush or washes or a combination of, but it just looks so realistic. Look at that. It really looks like legit wood. Wow, I love it. The windows look great. You've got them nicely frosted so you can put, lights behind like you have, and they really are gonna just glow. So if you're ever thinking about putting in windows, you're gonna wanna try and frost those. That way then, you don't have to worry about people seeing through the windows, and then, it kind of takes away from the illusion of the piece. But also it really gives that nice glow to those lights, so great job. This next piece is coming from Attila Nagy Dioramas. I gotta say, this piece looks so realistic. It's 1/24th scale abandoned bathroom, and it just looks amazing. Wow. Let's see, so special thanks goes to Jeremy Paints for helping me out with his awesome ideas inspired by the amazing work of Rusin. We've showcased this person, Rausunellis, and they tagged foam formers. This thing just looks awesome. I love the paint apps. Look at the weathering on here. There's so much detail thrown right into here with all of the water damage that you've been able to capture here. This nasty, really bad damage right there, but even just this little bit coming up at the top and around the edges, there's not just one uniform color, and that is what really brings the weathering to fruition, is maybe the word I'm looking for. It really makes it come to life and makes these small miniatures start really looking realistic. These little accessory pieces with the tub and the sink, all of this look amazing. It's all painted so well. It comes together. Everything fits together, and it just looks awesome. I love the floor. Just all of this looks awesome. So very well done on this piece. It looks amazing. This next one coming from the Shadow Gallery 718. It's a TMNT display, and it looks awesome. Back to the sewers. My latest diorama made custom for someone Nelson 113 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles display, 22 inches by 15 inches by 7 with working plug-in lights. That's even better. The fact that they are plug-in, that means you don't have to change batteries, and I appreciate that a lot. I like the signage that you have on here, back to the sewer. It looks great. The brickwork looks awesome. I just love all of what you've got going on here. There's a lot that, obviously you can display a lot of figures on here, and it just looks so incredible. You did a great job on this piece. Yeah, this is so cool. This is why I love this art so much. And look at those little backdrops. That looks awesome. Wow, so good. Dude, you really nailed it on this. Great job. Next, coming from Kirkin Rising. So another vehicle. It's a dirty dump truck by Code Red Novelties, distressing by them. So let's see, this is an incredible looking truck. I mean, the paint apps that you did on this looks so good. Again, we're in the weathering, and it looks so realistic. You really nailed it with this. And it's the thing that I really like is the fact that it's getting darker and darker the further you get to the back, which makes sense. This thing is a dump truck. It's going to be dumping stuff off. When they dump everything out, you're going to get a lot of plumes of dust. So you're going to have more dust and dirt down over here. So when you're thinking about weathering your pieces, if you want it to look realistic, you need to think about where is the weathering going to be coming from? Where is the dirt coming from? And that's what's going to drive where you put it. So if you're stuck for an idea, go on the internet, go look at actual pictures of buildings or trucks in this particular case, and just see where is the dirt settling. Same with leaves. You want to look to see where would the wind make this stuff, start piling up, and that's where you're going to put your debris. This just looks so incredible. You did a great job on it. All right, next coming from Jorge in action. Here's my dilapidated New York City building. This was a 3-day build. Jeez, if I could have a 3-day build. I have like a 3-year build. It's made mostly of insulation foam, some popsicle sticks, wooden pegs as accent pieces. Everything is hand sculpted. This diorama is about 20 inches tall and 9 inches wide. This looks incredible. The brickwork looks awesome. I love the mortar that you've got in here. Again, not all of the cracks have the mortar, which is awesome. It looks great. The paint apps throughout look awesome as well. The door, all of it, the sign, loving it. This looks so good. You really nailed it on this piece. And then last but not least, last diorama of the season, coming from Figures and Photography. This is, okay, so let's see. Hey all, it's been a while out of the diorama game for me due to a new path in life and some much needed time to myself. Dipping my toes back in. With the assistance and continued support and inspiration from my amazing partner, this is the latest effort. I know a few of you guys have messaged me about commissions, etc. of the year. Pieces. Okay, so this is 1/12 scale fantasy mountain dial with backlit color changing crystal deposits. This is awesome. I love this piece. It looks so cool. I can't stress how much I really like this piece. First off, it's got different layers or levels, which is awesome. These crystals really make this thing pop. It looks so cool. It gives that fantasy feel. The mosses or grasses, vines, whatever you want to call it, that you've got throughout here look amazing. I love the fact that you've got different colors. You got some dark green, light green, orangish almost. Up here even, we've got a platform. I mean, this just looks incredible. You could put so many different types of action figures. It doesn't have to just be fantasy, but wow, this looks absolutely stunning. I love the rock formation, the paint apps on here. It just looks so freaking good. So I'm glad that you've been able to take some time off, for yourself. That's super important. But I'm so glad that you were able to find some time to make this too, because look how incredible that is. That is just absolutely amazing looking. So great job. Great job to everybody. Thank you so much for using the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. Alrighty, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that jazz. Thank you so much to all of you who have been participating this year using the hashtag on Instagram, This Week in Dioramas. Every time that you completed a diorama, it has been such an amazing year. You guys just blow me away with the talent every single week. It's amazing to see what you guys have done. I'm just so excited to see what season 5 is gonna bring. And hopefully you guys are gonna bring it. I'm sure that you are, because every single time you do. It's been an honor to be able to be the host of this show and to be able to showcase your work from around the world. This is not just from the United States or Canada or anything like that. We have showcased works from all over the world, and that is so amazing, and I have all of you to thank for it. So again, thank you so much for the support, and I will see you next week in our special edition episode, the season finale episode. I hope that you will have a great week, a great Christmas, and a happy new year. We'll have a small break, and then season 5 will start up in January, but we still have one more episode. So I will see you in the next episode. Have a great one, everybody.